Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again, going to be continuing a single player playthrough on 1.1. So, if you weren't here last time, we had done quite a bit. I actually spent it was around 9 to 10 hours doing belts and pipes just for a couple little sections there. But we did get most of the belts and pipes completed. All we have left now is to just do the little well house that we wanted to do, or the little pump house that we wanted to do for the water. And then we need to go out and look for resources. So, yeah, that's, we've got a lot on our plate. We need to, go onto the map, go to it and build train lines out to where we need to collect our resources and stuff like that. I don't know if we'll, or how much we'll get done today, but we shall see. I never know. It just, I have a plan and, we get as far as we get, That's just how it goes sometimes. But, yeah, speaking of, let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go. Alrighty, and here we are. Okay. So, yeah, still a little bit exhausted from last time. Hopefully we don't spend that much time again. But I was really pushing. I mean, I've still got that to fix as well. But yeah, I really wanted to push to get this done, so I was willing to push myself into a lot later time than usual recording, but I had nothing better to do, so it was kind of a double whammy there. It's just like, well, I got nothing better to do, and I need to put in a lot of time and effort into this project, so that way we can get her done. Otherwise, we would be doing this section today, which we finished last time. So one of the things that I completely forgot to do is we need pumps. And the reason we need pumps is because these machines only push upwards 10 meters. And this is more than 10 meters, I can assure you. It's more like 20. So we're going to throw some pumps on it. And that way we can pump the ionized fuel. How do I want these pumps? I probably want them facing machines, huh? Kind of like that. The only thing I hate about the pumps is you can never, fine tune the rotation. You always end up with, let's get rid of that before we throw our radio away. But you always end up with odd angles for pipes and stuff like that sometimes. It depends on how you build the pump. The wind is crazy today, and so are my allergies. Good Lord. You know what's funny is I actually didn't used to have allergies until last year. Which is really crazy that I went that long without, allergies. As much dirt and dust is in our air where I live, because we live out in the middle of nowhere amongst a bunch of fields, and well, you know how that goes. And we're in a very windy part of the U.S. Like, it's always windy here, unless it's super hot. That's what's the funny thing, right? Like, it's windy all the freaking time, every single day, unless it's in the 90s and hits over to the hundreds. Then the wind just magically disappears. And it's just like the time that you need all that wind is the time that you don't get it. Yeah, the weather's like, screw you in particular. Freaking hilarious, though. I find it hilarious. Yeah, but yeah, very windy where I live. What's funny is they haven't. If they really wanted wind turbines, they'd put it where we live. They work much better than some of those other places they've been sticking them. Don't take that out of context. I'm just gonna stick this up there. Stick it. There we go. Alright. There's our heavy oil train. Yeah, that's a lot of pumps. Yeah, I'm going to put these pumps down real quick, and then we'll work on that pump house. So this pump house over here, we're going to, like I said, we're going to have a little pump house over here. It's actually not going to be on the same grid as this machine, or this factory. Well, this gigantic machine. It's actually going to be on the grid of the, well, it's going to be in line with the waterfall, because I want that to happen. But we're going to put a little pump in here, which is going to connect to whichever pipe carries the water. I can't remember which. I think it's this. I think it's this lowest, this low outside one. I think is what it is. Let's have a little look. See. Oh no, it's the middle one. Okay, so it's the second inner one as well. But yeah, we got to build this little pump house. That way we can pump water here, so that we can make those biofuel. Because I think that's all we need is the water. Now I do have a water train, but I'm actually kind of saving that for a later time. Like, it is hooked up and everything, so we're good there. But actually, you know, it'd probably be a better idea is to run a water pipe into the foundation and run it this way, because that one really doesn't have anything to do with the factory itself. So if we run it under the ground, or under the foundation here, and then pop it out along this wall, then we can follow this wall all the way around to this corner, and then go to this pump house, or go to our pump house here. Yeah, we're gonna build a little house right on this river, just to make it look like it's, you know, part of that. But yeah, we're gonna if we can stick a pump in the middle here. I actually haven't tested this. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can stick a pump right here. So probably stick it along that way. And since it's going to be on its own grid, maybe we should stick this like... Oh, that's weird. What about there? Then we can use the local grid of the pump to actually make that work. Yeah, and I don't want it to just sit out here. I want it to, you know, I want to build a little house around it. Make it look nice, you know? But yeah, let me get those pumps on that first. That's just something I completely forgot yesterday. I mean, I was so exhausted already, so it does make some semblance of sense. And you know, get all those pumps connected to power and whatnot. So I'll do that off camera. That's just because there's just so many to do and whatnot. So yeah, let me get that done, and then we'll work on this little pump house here. And then after we get the pump house done, yeah, like I said, the only thing we need to do is go onto the map and start looking for, well, we don't really need to look for resources. I've already got spots picked out. I just need to go build them and get them hooked up to the main train line. So yeah, let's get that done. Alrighty, so now that I've got all those pumps in place for that entire line, let's get to working on this, shall we? Yes. All right, so we're gonna try and use our the local grid off of this particular thing. I'll show you how to do that. If you didn't know that all of the machines in this game have local grids, which allow you to build on them depending on what you're trying to use to build on local grid. Me personally, most of the local grids work with catwalks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull out a catwalk intersection just to get everything started. You're gonna hold control, and you're gonna see if you can get it to snap somewhere. And you see it disappeared completely. Oh, maybe I should power this. I'm gonna temporarily power this so I can fly. Just taking a little dip. You know, it's hot. I mean, it is. Good lord. We finally got our heat wave to break for a little bit. I mean, it's coming right back at the end of the week, but or near the end of the week. But yeah, we got a few days of relief, so yeah, not too bad. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing that. What I might do is I might pull control and I might place it. See, where's it at? Where's it trying to build it at? Okay, so that's not working. Let's see. Can we do a wall, maybe? It does snap. It goes somewhere. Let's go vertical. Okay, so that's the local grid. That's where it's putting it. Yeah. You can see it's putting it in that spot. So I'm going to use that as a starter. This local grid here. Okay, and that should get us our local grid. So I'm gonna use half foundations for this. Just like that. I might use, or we might use full foundations on the outside here, like this. Yeah, have like a full wall's width there. So we can get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Okay. So like that. That's a bit further on this side. See if I can grab another wall here. Yeah, it might take a little bit of finagling to get this to work where I want it to. Okay, so that's where we want it. Right there. Right, we can get rid of that. Should we go all the way out? Maybe we should go... Well, maybe we shouldn't go all the way out. Maybe just go there. Need some snowballs. Well, actually, I don't, but... I'm not into that. So it's half a meter off. Interesting. But yeah, this is a full foundation out this way, and this is a full foundation out that way. Okay. But it's like got a half meter. That is interesting. Get off of this. Okay. So we're going to do that. Yeah, I might have to replace this this pump here. We've got the angle down, we just don't have the placement down yet of the side to side. The front and back's fine. But yeah, I would like to get the side to side better. Yeah, because I'd like to have two spaces and then... Yeah, then the half right there. Let me grab that copper. And then I'll just take that and upload it. Very good. Like, actually, we might have this centered. I'm looking at it from here. So half meter and then... Yeah, actually... Actually, it's pretty well centered. Pretty well centered where it needs to be. I just have to deal with it. Okay. So I'm going to leave that all but this centerpiece. We're going to leave the rest of that open. Perfect. It's like, actually, that doesn't look too bad. Oh, and of course we got to go, since this is a pump house, we got to go... yeah, got to go this concrete here. Okay. Yeah, because it's like the concrete's wet, essentially. Alright, perfect. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the pipe out, and then we're going to go up and over to get onto the grid, and then we're going to go that way with it. So what we'll do is we'll... yeah, horizontal to vertical. Just to get it on the grid. Okay. I might put a pump here right after it. So what we'll do is we'll go... if I can fit it, that is. Okay, it will fit. Just barely, though. Okay. And then the power. Mark II power pole. And what I like to do as well, since it's just a single pipe, is I'm going to stick it like that. Make it look like it's part of the infrastructure of the pipe. And then I'm going to run it down to there. And then what we'll do is we'll run this up to this power connector once again. Oh, that power connector is maxed out. Let's run it to this one. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. There we go. Now I have an actual pole to connect to. Okay, and now we're connected to full power. Obviously, we're going to go through the wall, and then I'm going to put some power cables along. I mean, I might do that now, actually. Put some power poles along here. Let's see. Should I do this? I guess it depends, right? Might put a power pole to start out here. Every 2 here. No! Wrong spot. Okay. Just go straight across to that. Wow, my game just froze. It locked up hard there. I thought I lost it. I thought the game was done. Okay, now we're going to connect down to that pole, and then we no longer need that random connection. Alright. So I'm thinking I'm going to do half wall, or half and half with the foundation here. We'll split. I'm actually glad I went with that. We're going to split the foundation in half here. Like that. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of overlap. Which is just fine with me. Enjoying the infinite nudge. Very nice. Okay, on this side. And then, oh, you know what? I'm going to use the big old gates that we have. That's what our walls, isn't it? Yeah. The big old gate wall holes. Is that the big old gate wall holes? They seem rather small. Yeah, where's the big ones? Oh, I guess I don't have them. Oh, that fits perfectly. All right, tell you what we'll do here. Can I can adjust this, can't I? Oh, he's open. There we go. Perfect. Dude, those fit perfectly right there. Oh, he's open. There we go. Now we got our flow gates to allow the water out. This is a little weird right here. We might have to... Yeah. Rotate a foundation. I might just have to leave it, actually. It's a little weird, but at the same time, I guess it's okay. It's fine. It is what it is. We'll just say it flows around and whatnot. We'll take some liberties here. Okay. Oh, you know what I want to do? Okay, we're gonna have to move this. Yeah. So I want to do windows as well. I think we'll do these big windows like this. Like I said, it's going to be a pump house, but I need some light. Some natural lighting. Okay. And then we want... Yeah, we'll go one more-ish. Something like that. Yeah, gonna take a little bit to make this look good, I think. Alrighty, I got a little bit carried away and got the well house finished. So yeah, just something simple, nothing too crazy. You know, just like I said, just something really simple that makes that work. So yeah, if we walk in here, we go in here, and here's our well house. I put up these basically these catchers essentially to catch debris, or if somebody falls in the water and can't get back out, then they can they'll get caught by the fence and be able to be rescued. That's my idea anyway. The one thing I do want to do is I do want to put down this. And then I want to put down a ladder. There we go. Yeah, so there's like a little ladder for that that specific thing. So yeah, you can climb out of the water. You can climb in to, you know, do maintenance on the pump. If you fall off, you can go through there and whatnot. Yeah, looks pretty good. I like it. So yeah, we're gonna go through the wall here, and we're gonna connect this pipe. There's a little bit of lag going on, as per usual. I mean, that's the usual thing, you know. Might have to put the thing down. You know what we might do? See, it needs to be at this level, right? So we go to there. Go to there. So we need to go up from here. To there. Let's go. Yeah, let's go curve mode. Up there. And then we need to go to is that the level? Invalid pipe shape. Is that the level there? It looks level. Just remove that. And then we can do our curve mode here. Curve mode doesn't seem to work sometimes. It's a little bit weird. Okay. There's our autosave. Okay, then I'm going to use straight mode here. To try and get a decent, angle on our pipe work there. I mean, I could just do auto as well. Auto probably wouldn't look too bad. Yeah, actually, auto's not bad. So we go straight out there, and then we curve it around, and we go all the way this way. And then what we're going to do is pump it directly into the train station, and then from the train station, then it goes. And then the train station's always being filled, no matter if we're using it or not. It makes more sense to do it that way. Yeah, so then we'll go every 2 walls with our pipe. Okay, so we need to go in this particular wall here. Grab ourselves a pipe wall hole. Perfect. I'm just going to remove that wall. Ooh, some of the train stations have legs sticking through. That's a little weird. A little bit weird. This will be one of the few things that are actually underground. The rest of it's going to be above. But if we go all the way to the end here, this should be the, this is the water train station. And then we'll throw down a floor hole. Connect it up. Okay, now I know how far I'd need to go. Roughly. This is not going to be seen by anybody, so I'm just gonna go as far as I can go. I did that with the overflow belt on the compact coal as well. I was like, well, no one's gonna see this, so I really don't care. I'll just go as far as the pipe takes me. Oh. Okay. And straight over. Yeah, I don't know why this is sticking through the ground. No idea why. But we're not going to pay attention to any of that. Okay, so that should be pumping water into the train station. And I did overclock that pump so that it'd fill up everything pretty quickly. Are we getting water? Yeah, we're getting water at 600 a minute. Somehow, even though I'm only pumping 3. We should be getting... Oh, I never connected this. And I also connected it to the wrong one. Oh boy. Whoops. That's a fun mistake right there. You know why it's like that is just because doing so much freaking pipe work recently. When I was doing these, it just, I don't know. It's like, yeah, this thing is filling up the water. Wow, that's filling up pretty damn fast. But yeah, it's like that's filling up the water, but yeah. This is going the wrong freaking way. Alright, then we're gonna do horizontal to vertical. Okay. So we'll put it like right. I always like to put it on the line. Then I'm gonna put it like this actually. And we're just gonna throw this right there. Perfect. Wait for the autosave. Paint that. Okay. And I'm gonna remove this section right there. Put that on auto. Okay, we're starting to pump water. We got a long way for that water to go. Don't worry about that pipe. we're just not gonna worry about any of that. But yeah, we're finally getting water, which should be this bottom pipe here. Oh, yep. Starting to get a little bit of water. And there's our water. Finally made it over here. It's going to be flowing a little higher than normal because we had that train station nearly full before we finally got it connected properly. But is there a pump on this? There's not a pump on any of this. Well, most of it's going the other way. But I do need... Hold on, which way? This is going that way, that's going that way. This is my water right here. Wait, is my water flowing properly? Oh, I guess we don't need it. I guess we don't need it. We're good. As long as all that's connected properly, we should start making biofuel if we haven't started already. Yep, we've already started. Okay, perfect. Yep, we're making biofuel. Liquid biofuel. That water's going to catch up pretty... I was going to say, yeah, that water's going to catch up pretty damn quickly. Alright, cool. We're now making liquid biofuel, which is going to turn on this factory because it's got a lot of stuff to... it's completely full. Looks like we've cleared out this line of the solid biomass as well, which is good. But very, very nice. So that's going to make 100 minutes, and then let's go check our train station down at this end and see if our pipe is connected up properly, which it should be. But sometimes, you know, you never know. Sometimes you mess up stuff. Well, I mess up stuff. I don't know about anybody else, but oh. Uh-oh. We should be pumping biomass, and we're not pumping the liquid biomass, or liquid biofuel. Oh, we're getting a little bit, maybe the pipe just hasn't filled up yet. Yeah, okay, so that's liquid biofuel. Why is this pipe empty? Okay, so it's finally, oh, there it goes. There, it's finally pumping. It's like, yeah, it shouldn't have any issues because this is lower than up there, so, and we're pumping to up there. Yeah, it seems to be filling now. That's probably going to take a minute to actually get started. But yeah, we're starting to get some liquid biofuel in here, and once those pipes get full, then it should start pumping correctly, which is very nice. So yeah, that's the pump house done. That's the pump house that not exactly the one I was envisioning. It's a bit bigger than I was envisioning, but actually kind of like it. I kind of like this. It looks good. I like that. Really cool. Alrighty, now we got a lot of work still ahead of us, but that solves that fuel issue. So now we basically need to get sulfur, coal, and nitrogen gas going, because the sulfur, coal, and the nitrogen gas. So nitrogen gas in this train station. We've got coal in that one, sulfur in this one. We need sulfur, coal, and nitrogen gas in order to make our rocket fuel, because if you have not seen it, we are using the nitro rocket fuel. And the nitro rocket fuel it's made in a blender over here. And the the nitro rocket fuel uses nitrogen gas, sulfur, and coal to make a bunch more rocket fuel. It has the byproduct of compacted coal, which we are going to be partially using. Once we start making compacted coal, it's going to go over here to our turbo fuel, our little one turbo fuel machine, which is going to take that compacted coal 50 per minute. Oh yeah, I decided just to stay to hell with it and just pump extra, because there's no reason not to. That's right. Just to make extra. I don't have any summer soups. And I'm too lazy. Do I really want to pull them out? This one, yeah, this one's done. Huh. Oh, there's all this coal over here. Well, that's really that's a little too close though, I think. We could do a belt for coal. I don't know if that's really necessary. If we pull this nitrogen gas from right here and these coal nodes, let's see, that'd be, so the normals are 600, right? On a Mark III. And if not 300, 600, 900, yeah, we got enough coal there. So we pull all that coal, we pull that nitrogen gas, and then we pull our, I know there's 2 sulfur nodes here, but these are impure, and I'm not going to waste my time. Plus, one of them's buried under a factory at the moment, because it was an impure node, and I just didn't care, and I still don't. I don't care, okay? I don't care about it. 1 impure node of sulfur. I know sulfur's a little bit limited on the map, but I don't think we're ever going to need that. That 1 little impure node. So if we go, is it right there? Let me take that off for a minute. Nope. Okay, so we're gonna have to place it manually. Yes. There we go. And we'll just boop. And then boop. And boop. 2 boops. I should have done 2 boops. Okay. Perfect. All right, and now we're powered up. Very nice. So now we can look at the map. Oh, look at all these resources in this area. Heck yeah. So that covers... There's a tower over here somewhere. Because I'm sitting on top of this one. This one definitely does not reach all the way up there. So there's a tower. See this perfect circle? I put a tower over here somewhere. I don't know where I put it though. Yeah, look, you see the uranium up there now. Oh, there's sulfur over here. There's a normal node of sulfur. It's not too far away. Oh, there's a normal SAM node as well, and a whole bunch of quartz. Oh my gosh, pure quartz. Look. Okay, this part of the map I'm not exactly familiar with because the Rocky Desert, that's what this area is called, the Rocky Desert. I've started it in a game with other friends, but I never got very far with their game. So yeah, the Rocky Desert wasn't really a starter position for me. I've started in the desert 3 times, and I've started in the grasslands once, and I've started in the northern forest once. But I've never started in the Rocky Desert. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of pier nodes. Plus we've got the SAM right there. That's very nice. The iron I couldn't care less about. I've got a big old iron node over here, or iron patch over here. So pretty darn nice. That's got a lot of stuff. I might put a tower here just to see if I could cover a little more of this area. There's a freaking deuterium node up there. Not that it matters. There's one down here. Where's it at? There it is. There's a pier one down here. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah, this coal is really close. I am kind of considering using it, to be honest. Then I have to build less train line because these ones are really close to the train line. What I could do is I could just belt them over. Just in my opinion, that's not too far away, but then that does eliminate the need for the train station over here. Although we could use the train station as a buffer, as well. And that'd be a lot of, well, 767, that's only one belt, right? We could do 780. One single belt is all we need for that coal. That might be a thing to do, because then that's one less resource, right? So we just worry about the nitrogen gas and the sulfur. Yeah, that could work. Although we are out of time for, or just about out of time for this episode. So yeah, let's let's get this coal done, and then we'll call it for today. And again, I am a little exhausted from yesterday, so that's also why I'm willing to that. But we'll call it for today, and then next time we'll get the rest of the resources. Then we'll have full reign to get the rest of the resources. But I can grab these 2 coal nodes, so I'm going to need both. And then what I'll do is I'll just belt them over to this train line here, get them on the other side, and then belt it up to that train station. Then we don't have to worry about the coal for right now. Because then the coal's taken care of. All we need to worry about is the sulfur and the nitrogen gas. And that's it. That'll work pretty damn good. And whatnot. So yeah, let's get that done. All right, we're finally getting coal into our system. We're gonna make sure this coal works here. Just got to the train station, which is very good. We're gonna watch it go around. We're gonna wait for the autosave to freeze us right now, and then unfreeze right about now. There goes our coal. There should be 2 lines of coal. Oh, you know why? It's because there's only 1 line of coal at the moment. There's only 1 belt of coal. So once that belt of coal backs up, it'll send the other one down. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. But yeah, you can see it's starting to split off to each one of our machines here, which is very nice. Very good. That's gonna take a little bit, but once this belt backs up, because we're only pulling in 780, so that's why the other belt's not working at the moment, is because we're only pulling in 780, so only 780 is going to be sent out, because I merged the 2 normals over there. But yeah, once all this backs up, then it will start making the other belt work as well, which we only stacked to 100, so should be going pretty damn fast here. Gotta wait for these to back up, and then we can make sure that other belt is going to be working. And there we go. Okay. So we should see, if we go to this side, we should see that other belt start sending coal down as well. There it is. There it goes. Nice. And that will supply the other 6 machines. So we got 11 machines here, and 5 of them are on one belt and 6 are on the other. So just because we wanted to produce rocket fuel to be able to package, and we can send that to the mall. But yeah, that's the coal done. So all that's left is sulfur and nitrogen gas. So we'll take care of that next time. We should take care of that next time, now that we kind of knocked out the coal as well, which is very, very good. And you see right over there, I've got myself a little coal belt that follows the bridge, or follows the the archway area. And it just, I had to put two mines on it because one was not going to be enough because they're normals. These are Mark 3s, they're fully overclocked, but that only overclocks to 600. And I need 734, so we've got 780. Just merged them and then pulled them along. Just following this particular belt line, and then it goes underground, or under the foundations, so. Anyway, with that though, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. Like I said, we should be taking care of the rest of the resources that are needed for this particular build. See, my coal comes in here, and it's right there where it goes into the wall and then goes all the way down to that train station. We'll use the train station as a buffer. But yeah, and we'll take care of all that. So yeah, but anyways, like I said, for now though, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.